Welcome to Lovely Conversations, YouTube and podcast
channel.
You normally just say podcast. You don't say channel.
Got him. So, guys, welcome back. If you're here, it's Wednesday or just another day after Wednesday because we've dropped a new video.
I'm gonna stop.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that being said, you guys, come on in. Welcome, lovely family and friends. Thank you for coming back, lovely squad. I see you. Hope y'all got into that last video. How was that? Appreciating the feedback, the comments, loving it. Let's get into it. So, if you are new, stay a little while, check us out, make sure we the vibe for you. You know, and if we are the vibe for you, then be sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell, and be sure to select all so that you get all the content that we drop every Wednesday.
All that goodness.
All the goodness, okay? And then, of course, we want you to like, share, comment, and get into this conversation. That's the only way to join the lovely conversation and be a part of the lovely squad. So, squad.
This is a conversation. We can't have a conversation if it's a one way.
What he said. So, you guys, this episode is going to be about, is marriage overrated? I don't know. But we're going to get into it and we're going to talk about it. We're going to find out, okay, you guys? With that being said, the song of the week is...
I love my wife.
That's the song of the week?
No, I'm just saying I love you. I can't say I love you.
Well, it was just really blunt.
Yeah, so... I love my wife.
Oh, you guys, I love you too, my honey.
Yeah, see? Yeah, we got to be spontaneous.
Spontaneous, okay. All right, you guys. So this song is going to be "Make It Better" by Anderson .Paak.
Hey, I'm here for that.
That is our song. I love that song. When we went to go see him in concert, he performed it, and I was singing it so loud. Smokey Norfolk does his thing on it. That's not his name. Smokey. No. It's not Smokey Norfolk. Jesus, not gospel. Smokey Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
With Anderson
He said Smokey Narcool.
I did.
Who is Smokey Narcool?
I need you.
That's Smokey Narcool?
Is that not Smokey Norfolk?
I don't know.
I think that Smokey Norfolk is the gospel singer, right? Okay, anywho. Smokey Robinson, we apologize. Forgive us. Don't come for us, fans, whatever. But Anderson .Paak.
I knew it was Smokey Robinson.
Anderson .Paak and Smokey Robinson. Make It Better. It's a dope video. We will drop that in the description box per usual.
How do you men when your world's apart? Mm-hmm. Ooh, carry on. Nah.
Okay.
See.
All right. I thought we was gonna vibe and
$59.95. That's $59.95. You gotta have to pay me for the rest of it.
Okay, free game only on Wednesdays. But y'all know y'all gotta pay for the rest of it. Okay. All right. So with that being said, you guys, we're gonna get into it. Of course, description for the song will be in the description box. We'll put the music video. I'm getting already tongue-tied, okay?
It's the description for the song. Will
so, okay, don't correct me. They heard what I said, and I said what I said.
I mean, you can type it in there, the whole description of the song.
Listen, the music video to the song will be in the description box. We'll put the original video with it and the lyrical video with it.
All right.
And there you go. That's your song. Let us know how you jam. A few people have been sending us some songs. I've been getting into it, so I'm going to start. I told you guys once I start featuring the songs, as I get a list from you guys, I'm going to shout you out. So if you give us a song, be sure to put your tag or whatever you want to be tagged on social media-wise, and we're going to put it up on the screen, shout you out, and give the song that you gave, and let us know why it's a vibe, all right? Thank you.
Give us different genres, too.
We love different genres, if you can't tell. We kind of been all over the place with music at this point, so we're going to keep going.
I feel like that was a shot.
I didn't say no. Why are you already feeling attacked?
I'm innocent. I'm just saying.
Innocent Miss Lee over here.
Cool. All right.
So, all right, you guys. So we're just going to get into, is marriage overrated? Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I made some notes here, you guys. Overall, we're just going to talk on it and share our point of view on it, because everyone's point of view is different. So this is not necessarily points and tips, which is our usual style. We're just going to have a conversation and talk about it with each other and share with you guys. And we, of course, want your feedback and to let us know how you think about it, how you feel about it, and what your options are for it, okay? With that being said, I mean, we technically live in a world where people love living single, right? Like, living single is the...
Single.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I got my girl.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up. That's right. So you gotta find it, my girl standing to my left and my right too. It's just like glue.
Hey. Right. Okay. All right. We probably messed it up, but y'all got the flow. We did it. We gave y'all that real quick.
I don't know every word, but I know the gist of it.
Okay. All right. I had to finish it. I had to finish. I couldn't. I wasn't gonna be able to go if I didn't finish it. Okay.
God.
All right.
That was
So
hilarious.
again, living single is a thing. So honestly, is marriage
Check it out. All right, I'm done.
Okay. Is marriage even worth it? Like it makes you question so much when you see so many people living a single life and or doing marriage poorly, and it makes
Living a single life in that marriage.
boom, come on now. And it just kind of devalues what marriage is. And so it just kind of makes it appear overrated. I've seen so many posts from some of my single friends as of late, you know, just with the Will and Jada situation and so much other stuff, making them question what goals are, what marriage is, and things of that nature. And their single life is the better life than to get into a committed, binding union. So for me, my opinion is that it's both, okay? Hear me out. It's overrated and it's underrated. Okay, so my reasons for overrated, I kind of tapped out some things. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, overrated is because often people rush into it. And when they rush into it, they think that it's the end all tell all of life, right?
Yes.
And they're not prepared for what all comes along with marriage or the responsibility. They want the image. They want the picture of it, the you know, to put on social media.
They want the Instagram highlights.
Yeah, the glams, you know, but they don't want the work behind it. They just want the image that comes along with it, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Because most people I'm not gonna say most people, but I know a lot of people they want to get married to just say that they got married, to put on for the gram, basically make it seem like life is better than it really is.
Yeah.
And when in actuality they really didn't want to get married. They got married because they got to the point to where they felt like this was it.
Or everyone was doing it.
Yeah.
Their friends that got married, you know, their mom or dad might be pressuring them to get married.
That Jagged Edge song don't make sense. The reason they're getting married is because they wouldn't get no younger.
Hey, don't do that. That's my song. Don't devalue that song. That song is bomb.
He says we're not getting no younger, so we might as well do this. He didn't say I love you so much.
Don't mess the song up for me, man.
But the song is one of the reasons too.
So don't just do it, you guys.
They made people think
it's not a trend. It's not a.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it?
No, I don't. We're gonna move on. It's not a trend. It's not, you know.
So many people are getting married just because of that song.
That's not true.
They realize they're not getting any younger, so forget it. Let's do this.
Is that what it is? You just settle and just.
Yeah, you just settle. We're not getting no younger. We got 6 kids. We're not moving out from each other. We got all these cars, and our kids got kids, and we might as well just get married.
It's not a trend, as I was saying. Like, no, I get you, babe. It's not a trend. So don't rush into it because it's not a trendy thing. It's definitely work. It's definitely, it takes work. It takes so much more than just the fact of you know, being able to say your name is different and get things with, you know, Mrs. on it and Mr. on it and, you know, have the big party, you know. So many
Speaking
people,
of the name, that process, getting your name changed.
We'll talk about that another time because they really stress me out. So it's so unfair. They just get to stay who they are, and then we got to go through a lot to change.
I mean, no, we went through it together.
Okay. All right. I was the one in the offices, the government offices. But anywho, so it's not a trend, you guys. Don't treat it as a trend. Truly take the time to date the person you want to marry, get to know the person you want to marry, and know that you're entering into something that takes work. It's not gonna be always sunshine and rainy days. I mean, sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's gonna be rainy days and clouds, and you got to be prepared for that. And if you just came in as a trend and because everybody else is doing it, I just wanted to, you know, look cute together, then you're not gonna weather those things well.
And it's gonna fail. It's
going to fail. So if you don't marry for the right reason, if you marry for all the wrong reasons because you just rushed in for whatever your reason might be, then you might see some issues that you wasn't thinking you was gonna see. So that's my standpoint on that.
Or you'll stay in it and not be happy.
Yeah. It's also overrated because they think marriage is going to be perfect. Like you want marriage to be perfect, And your marriage can be perfect in your definition of perfect, but you still got to put your work into
Exactly.
it. Like, no marriage is perfect. No individual person is perfect. So how can you think your marriage is going to be perfect? Like,
Anything worth having, you work at it annually.
annually, daily, hourly, seconds. Like, it's the craziest thing to get into a situation thinking it's just going to be perfect and that person's going to be perfect and that you don't have to be compassionate, compromise, work through things, understand all the levels of growth that you would have seen. It's not easy. So definitely don't, belittle it and make, marriage think marriage is going to be easy, because it's not. Now, it is if you put the work into it, but it's not just to think that you can just be married and there's never going to be no snores, there's never going to be no issues. For our people,
Yeah.
for our people that want to be married and want to see marriage, just know that I'm not trying to scare you away from it like it's just all hard, but it takes work. You have to put the time into it, the efforts into it, everything that, we like to talk about and cover it within our other videos, because it requires it. If you don't do that, then, again, you're going to be faced with stuff that you were not prepared for. You're going to see that it is hard work, and you may not be ready for that, or you may not have anticipated that, and that could really be a downfall within your relationship that you may or may not be able to bounce back from within your marriage.
Exactly.
Anything you want to add to that?
You said everything
I
on
said
that
it.
one.
All right. And then another reason is overrated is because not everyone sees the value in marriage. Like,
Yeah.
like they're married, they like being married, but they still got one foot in a single life, or they got one foot in being selfish, or one foot in both, and they don't see the value of what it was, and they just wanted to be married and experience marriage, and they're just going through it and not truly representing what marriage is and being a representation of what love and marriage is. One of the things that we lead with and want is that we want our children to see healthy love, a
Yes.
healthy marriage, and what that looks like. And so we are putting that work in now before we bring life into this world, that would have an opportunity to see that. Like, we want to work on us and work on our marriage and experience life together.
Exactly.
And then include, others and build that family. So for me, that's why I feel like it's overrated. Like, people just kind of don't appreciate it in the aspect of the way they should, and so they just rush into it because they just want the titles. They want, to say they're married and be able to, have that, the image, the lifestyle, but not the work behind it. And so for that reason, you see a lot of people quick to marry, quickly talking about marriage within relationships, quickly doing all those things to get to that point, and then not being prepared for what, would come after that. So let's move on to why it would be overrated.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So overrated, I'm sorry, have I been saying underrated or overrated?
I think you've been saying
Overrated?
overrated.
Okay,
I think
so
you've been saying overrated. If not, we'll edit it and make it seem like you
and
said
make you said
overrated.
overrated. Okay. So the reason it's underrated, in my opinion, is that people don't understand that it is a sacred union of love between two people.
Exactly.
Like, it is something that is beautiful, and to marry someone, that means you have found someone that you see forever with, and that you want to spend forever with, and that you want to do everything with. And so that's where people tend to, in my opinion, see that it's underrated, because they don't see that, because the world has made society, especially the society around us now, from social media to everything. You see all these people, especially famous people, and even some people within our communities, our family and friends that's married, that's making a shambles of it. And then you're like, oh, like, y'all say it's good, but is it really good? But it is. It's a sacred union that, two are really, enjoying together. And if you put the work into it, the love into it, and, truly see all aspects of it and the value in it, it can be completely beautiful.
Yes.
And nothing can take that away from you. Like, it doesn't matter what you guys go through. Like, there's nothing that can take that away from you. Minus, like, they often say, prepare for the marriage, not the wedding. But to have a beautiful wedding and then to have a beautiful marriage is just a beautiful thing. And one thing I can always reflect on is, at our wedding, everyone after our wedding was over kept telling me it didn't matter where I was within the venue, how you kept your eyes on me and how you watched me the whole night when we wasn't dancing together and having a good time together. Like if I was off with other family members or off taking pictures or whatever I was doing, people said that they would see you looking at me and watching me and could tell that you were happy that you had married me and that you was so in love. And like just to hear
Plus, you was
that
looking good too, and I was honeymoon.
was was
And that
okay.
that honeymoon
So
coming up too, right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so it that alone is rewarding, and you can see with even in our wedding pictures, just how the love was there, and that has transpired, all the way from freaking eighth grade
Mhm.
to now, and us being in a dating relationship to monogamous relationship to engagement and now to marriage, and to know that one day we're going to do life together with a family, that's even
Yes.
more, sacred. So for us, it's over underrated for that reason. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm getting tongue tied with overrated and underrated.
It's also underrated because there's nothing like getting with one person, learning everything you can about that one person, being able to love that one person, and show different ways to love that one person. There's so many things you can do, and if you only have one person to do that with, why not just do it with the person you love?
Right. And so that goes into having someone to experience life with.
Yeah.
Like to have someone that you can do life with, you guys, that is so underrated. Like people again don't see the value in that. Like we are so blessed to have each other and to have a friendship before it was a relationship, marriage, to have a friendship there where we truly enjoy doing life together with each other and truly enjoy being in each other's presence and experiencing things with each other. I made some points of how you experience life together, from to be able to build a family, and create that legacy for your children, for your, company, for friends and family around you. Like that's major. That's something we didn't get to see, so that is something we're definitely striving for and want to ensure that we're able to do and want to do, to be able to have a child and to be able to leave our child with a legacy, something that they can carry on from the love they saw to the way we handle business to the way we handle life, and be able to take that into their adulthood, their relationship, their marriage, and then their family. Like that's legacy, that's goals. Like that's the kind of goals we're going for. Like we're our own goals, so we set different goals for ourselves, like,
Exactly.
and just go for that because that's just what we imagine, um outside of that, to be able to break generational curses and hold each other accountable in life. So you often hear how things have repeated in each other's families and each other's relationships. Your mama did that, your daddy did that, your brother, all those things. You hear all those things and you see that people have been through the same things.
Don't continue to do the things that you once saw,
Yeah,
and get to the point to where
you're a victim
you
of
actually
it.
you actually become a victim of it. You sit
Yeah.
down and you start thinking, the reason I the if you get to the point to where your kids ask you why did you do this, and then you have to actually sit down and think, well, I did it because it was done to me, and then they did it because it was done to them, and then it just keeps going back and back, and you realize back then they didn't know any other way. So if you have the mindset to know the right way, why not try to do it the right way,
Yeah.
as opposed to just following what was taught
Yeah.
your whole time? That's what we're trying to. That's what we're going to try to get through to our kids
Yeah.
when we have them. Is you don't,
Better.
yeah, be better. Don't do the same things just because that's how it was done to you. Because if you go down that route, you're going to continue to go down that route. There's going to be a what is it called? A domino effect, and it's just going to keep hurting and keep hurting and keep hurting the more it goes on.
Yeah. So it's very big for us to break generational curses. We both have things from our family and our history that we have discussed that is hurts for us, that are things we don't want to experience within our family, within, our children to see. And so we're big on that. And you guys, that might cause you to separate from some people. That might cause you not to be close to some family members. It doesn't mean you don't love them, you're not cordial, you don't see them at the family meetings, you're not around each other. But if they're bad for you, if they're bad for your relationship, if they're bad for you personally, if someone has truly hurt you and done something to you, and it makes you feel some type of way every time you're around them, then you don't have to be around them.
Don't
You don't
keep
have,
toxic people
yeah,
around.
Like, you
Period.
don't have to keep pointing to that, and then eventually that's going to feud out from some kind of way to you. And now that same situation or something similar, because of that situation, has caused something within your relationship or within your children. So just be mindful that it's okay to choose yourself and to choose your marriage and to separate from anything that's not supporting that and pouring into that, so that you can grow and you can break those, whatever it might be, so that you can say that you did it. And if it ain't for nothing but for self, and then for self, then for your marriage, and then for your marriage, for your family that you're trying to create. So definitely be mindful of that and know that that is okay to do. And then to have someone to hold you accountable in life, like Chris holds me so accountable and I hold him so accountable, for whatever I've told him I wanted to do, whatever it is I'm trying to do, whatever it is that he's doing, anything that he's trying to do, like we hold each other accountable for that, especially with our goals that we have together as far as
Yes.
being debt free and being able to buy a home one day, and how we spend money like we have so many things that we hold ourselves accountable for as a couple, and even more individually, and that alone that's supporting, that's encouraging, that's motivating, because when you're doing it by yourself, it can be somewhat of a struggle, and it can make you question things and do that. But when you have someone who loves you,
Yes.
and sees value in you and what you're trying to do, then you have that support, that push, and that love. And so that alone is another reason I feel like it's underrated, because people don't see that as well, because they may not get to experience that. So what would you say?
Just the fact that the person that you're with, if you see that person all the time and that person's always motivating you, always telling you can do this, always saying, not sugarcoating it either, just telling you, nah, this needs to be changed. We need to do this. We need to get to this to make it work. And if you have somebody in your corner and your back pushing you and just wanting you to do better, that's just going to make the overall situation that much greater.
Yep, absolutely. And then last to that, another reason, I feel like it's underrated is that it's a companionship for life, you guys. Like, you literally have a friend for life, like if you ain't got nothing else, you got a friend. I've heard a lot of older couples that's been married a long time say, when the love gets weary, when growth happens and you guys are changing, your friendship is often what saves you and brings you back together. And luckily, we do have that longevity. But I mean, that transition, as you guys know, from best friends to dating was bumpy. And we have learned so much about each other that because we was on the surface as best friends, we have gotten under those surfaces and all those layers and got so deep into knowing each other. And just to know that this is my friend, my bestie for life, and that I get to do life with him, like that, bro, like that alone is hype. And it's so underrated when people don't get to experience it and see that and understand it. Like, just to, like, you guys, I don't think you understand, like, we are friends before we're anything else.
Yes.
And to have my best friend as my husband, like it's bananas for us. Like, we be over here tripping.
It's bananas. Okay.
Like we be over here straight tripping, if you can't tell, and we be in our own zone, and it's just beautiful. Like, what you say, man? Like, it's like,
Hey, man, everything, I guess, copacetic. Everything is fine.
yeah,
I mean,
like we've
we
grown
bounce off
so
of each
much.
other. We've grown so much.
Man.
We bounce off each other. We bounce our ideas off each other.
Yeah.
We just make sure we make sure our days are going good, and if they're not, we try to find ways to make sure everything is good by the time we get home.
Like, it be the randomest things to know that you're doing life with your best friend, right? We'll go get a snow cone and get some nachos from the snow cone shack, and then instead of driving home, we'll pull over, get under some shade. Chris has a thing that attaches to the window. What is those things called?
Or windshield mount.
Yeah, a windshield mount.
Yeah.
He has those, and he'll put his phone up there, and we'll watch like one of our favorite shows, like Bob's Burgers, Gumball. Remember we watched Insecure? We watched like episodes of Insecure.
We watched the whole episode.
Like, while eating snow cones and nachos and just laughing and talking. Like, to have that and be able to look over and you see your man, and not only just your, but your friend, like your best friend, like, that is magical. Like, that is so, like, it just makes you keep falling in love. Like,
yes. And another one. Are we still on this topic?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, to go to the next topic, another topic is also that person will make you better.
Yes.
Like, I would have if I would have stayed the person I was, I would have never changed.
Mm-hmm.
But since you got with me and you showed me how certain things, how you felt about certain things,
Mm-hmm.
it made me change, and it's made me change for the better.
Yep.
Because back then, I didn't know how to talk to people.
No,
And
y'all,
it's
he
only
didn't.
it is only since I've gotten with you that you've changed how I talk to people, how I interact, how I feel about certain situations, to question things before I just go off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can honestly say you just made me a better person.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Don't. All right. Okay.
Ah, snuck that in.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. Well, you guys, I mean, it's the same for me. You know, we know I'm a free spirit, wild child, all that. And Chris has literally, you okay?
Oh man.
You see how that has affected him? And he has really came in and balanced me out and, made me see that, what's that?
Yeah. I think that's stop playing. No, stop in sign language.
Oh, that stop.
Yeah, I think that's stop in sign language.
I ain't stopped.
No, you ain't stopped. I meant to this more of a discipline marriage there.
I will. He has definitely been structured for me because I just, I did how I wanted to do when I wanted to do it any kind of way. And, that was like I tell you guys so many times we stumbled because we were so in love, we just stumbled through it. But we both came in so bullheaded, right? And wanted to do what we wanted to do. And we had to begin to hold each other accountable and see each other as each other's helpmate and not as the enemy. And like literally, again, it goes back to just being able to hold each other accountable in life. And then also just having that companion, that friendship, like to be able to grow with him and to be able to, see our changed behavior together and to see how that is benefiting our relationship and our marriage and to see how it helps others around us. Like that alone is something that's underrated and beautiful again. So like we truly, truly take value in being each other's companion. Like outside of him just being like this is my best friend. Like we just be in here doing us. I mean, like to get up and have to go somewhere together, to not want to go to the grocery store by yourself and be able to have him to go with me, to be able to
Me be like, you know what? Stay home. I got it.
yeah, no, that because I hate Walmart, and if I can avoid
It's just Walmart too. That's it. It's just Walmart.
I go in every store, Whole Foods, Central Market, Kroger's, but I hate Walmart. And if
Specifically, the one by our apartment.
yes, the Walmart over here, you guys, has everybody and their mama in it.
It's always on 100.
Always, and it makes me so uncomfortable, and I don't like it. And then there's never nowhere to park, and I like to park close, and
Oh no, you walking. You definitely walking.
I don't like Walmart. So to have a companion that don't mind going to Walmart for you, that's clutch. Ooh, that's clutch. So, to wrap up, I guess you guys, it's just beautiful to have a beautiful marriage that you put work into. Michelle Obama says, her marriage to Barack is beautiful because they put the work in. And she went into details on the work that they put in. Our marriage is beautiful.
Yes.
Our marriage is where it is. Our marriage is we're able to live our love out loud for you guys because we put the work into it.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to be as transparent as possible.
Be in the kitchen cooking, whipping it up.
Yeah, because we want to be as transparent as possible so that you guys can see that this is us and that, it's capable as you two can have this, and not to let the people that have made the bad apples that have made and devalued marriage and all that good stuff to, cancel that out for you. And now, I recently had someone tell me that, marriage is not everything. Everybody don't want to be married. And that some people are okay with just, having the understanding of what they are, whether it's a title or no title. And if that works for you, that works for you. But if you ever want to cross over to the other side and you want to experience, life together as the person that you're union to and not just living with, not just saying it's your person and all that kind of stuff, but like you can actually have the title of marriage and experience what marriage is and go through life with the person that you committed to in every way. then and again, everybody do marriage differently. We do our marriage the way that it works for us, so we're never going to tell you how to do your marriage, because we do our marriage from how other people do their marriage, but our marriage for us and how we do it works, and it's good and for us, and it's healthy for us, and
Yes.
we do our best to be transparent about that again, because we want you guys to see that this is us, this is who we are, this is how we are, and you too can have that. So it's both. Marriage can be overrated, because people don't, they just want the title and want to be
Quick
married
fast.
quick fast and just want to experience it. But then it can also be underrated when you don't see the fact that it is something that is sacred and something that is so beautiful, and it's yours. Like at this, I used to say, you guys, I used to say I would never get married. I used to say I never wanted children, and then if I went to saying if I got married, I still didn't want children. I could not imagine having children with nobody else but Christopher. And like to be able to bring life into this world one day, and to be able to see him be a father the way he's been a husband, y'all gonna see it all over y'all social media how in love I'm gonna be, because I'm gonna blow y'all timelines up. Like, just to be able to experience him as a father, that's gonna be healing
for me to be able to experience you as a mother, gonna be healing to me.
Man, listen, like y'all companion.
Amen.
Like,
hey, I love you so much. I was willing to get the government involved.
Who said that? Somebody said that. Who said that? Who was it who said that?
I forgot who said it.
I don't know.
It's been in the back of my mind.
Yeah, that's true.
They said, think about it. You love that person so much that you're willing to get the government involved.
A legal binding contract is what we have done here, okay? Not to spook you out, but yes, we got the government involved, and, it's legit.
Yeah.
It's legal. We ain't fronting. We for real, for real. Tap my name on it. Okay, never mind. So, so
oh man. I just thought about how vulgar that song starts off. Tap my name on it so I know it's real.
Yeah.
Tap my name on you so I know it's real. He yells it.
It's fine.
Oh man.
You gotta feel somebody's passion, like. But yes, you guys.
If I would have told you to do that, you would have been like. If I would have told you the way he said it in the song, you would have been like, no, yeah.
And I still wouldn't got your name tatted.
Yeah, but you would have had all the yeah first.
I tell everybody all the time, like, we all know I don't listen. But I listen to Chris, so especially if he get a haircut and he trim up his beard and he put on a fresh fit and he put them boots on and he tell me to do something, I'll be like, all right,
so watch, I'm gonna get my haircut, I'm gonna get trimmed, I'm coming, tap my name on you.
No. And that might make a baby Lee that day. Shoot, while you playing, like you come here doing all that. I'm like, well, who the fuck are you talking to? I'm sorry, who are you talking to? All right, back to where we were. I think we gotten off a little bit. Gonna reel it back in.
But it's okay. You can always come back. You can always come back.
So,
because we are a partnership.
Yeah, that's true, babe. This is what you get to do when you married, you guys. Like, this is what you get to experience and have fun with in marriage, at least for us. Like, I tell everybody, I feel like Chris was holding back even in our relationship, because once he was always giving me a good version of him, but like, I feel like completely now that I'm getting the best version of him. Like, he does everything for the betterment of himself, for us, for our marriage, for me, and like, I truly feel like I'm getting the best version of this man. Like, I know nobody else has experienced Chris the way I'm experiencing him, and like, it's beautiful. Like, and I so value that, I so appreciate that, and I so, like, every day I be like, dang man, I got lucky. Like, I'll
be the same way. I got lucky with you.
Okay, give me kisses. Give me some. One more. All right, you guys. So that is our opinion on marriage being overrated and underrated. We kind of talked about it and chopped it up a little bit. So what do you think? Up, down, down, up? As far as if it's overrated or underrated, are you somewhere in between? Did you have one opinion one time, when you were younger, and now that you're older, you have a different opinion of it? Like, definitely hop up in the comments and give us your feedback.
Because it's give and take, because she breaks over me for about a couple of hours every now and then.
I do. Like, I do. And that's fair. It works for us. It gives me time to deflect and calm down, and then we can make a...
Even though we're in a legally bind contract.
I do. I broke up with him for 2 hours. That's our limit. We can't be broken for more than 2 hours. Again, do marriage your way and what works for you. Okay, we be right here in the house on the same couch, broke up for 2 hours looking at a show together, but it works for us, and I'm able to calm down. He's able to calm down. He break up with me too. He just don't be realizing. He just don't voice. I let him know when we broke up, but he breaks up with me too. We just told everybody it's a unit. We'll be talking when we break up. It's meant to be funny.
Yeah, we're not necessarily broken up.
Yeah, it's just when we really feel like when we're, in a
when she getting her feelings and she don't want to deal with it no more.
That's fine, whatever. When you get in your little mood and you don't want to deal with it,
because I'm working.
Doing what? With your headphones on, ignoring me?
Because I'm working.
Yeah. That's how you know what Chris said when he put his headphones on so he can't hear me. No,
but like the last video, I listen to stuff you don't normally want to listen to.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Anywho, you guys.
Y'all up in listening to your Keisha Cole, all the songs about women that just bash on dudes. I don't want to hear that all the time. So I just put my headphones on. I listen to some comedy. Get my mind right. While you and your
Phil.
Can't raise a man.
You guys, it is so rewarding. All of that. It is so rewarding to be able to grow past those points, like to be able to, like real life, like to be able to go through that. Like, look how transparent we're being. Like, we ain't playing with y'all. Like, to be able to have those moments and you still see love between us. Like, this is it for me.
You be on the couch drinking your wine. Hey,
all that, cause Chris be tripping. He be here tripping. So just know.
Yeah, I was not expecting to laugh that hard.
So just know, you guys, that it's gonna be levels of growth, in your marriage, and don't stunt those levels of growth from happening. Go through those experiences, allow that to happen, because once you hit that growth level, you gon' see the rewards of that. So literally, we hold each other accountable. This is my companion for life. We see the value in our marriage and we put the work there and we do all we can to make it this sacred union hold up for what we stood up in front of everybody and told each other we love them, love each other, and so many people of our family and friends decided to support that for us. So literally, you guys, like for us, it's not overrated. It's underrated overall. Because we truly enjoy life together as a married couple, and it doesn't matter on the good days, bad days, as you see the moments we have, the ways we deflect, come back, whatever it is, to make sure that we pour back into each other and experience each other the way we need to experience each other is all that matters, and that's what we work for every day. So give us your opinion, as I was saying. Let us know if you feel like it's overrated, underrated, when that changed for you, why it's that way for you. If you saw bad marriage and now you were like, nah, I ain't never doing that. Or if you saw a good marriage, you like, man, I can't wait to get married. Like, just give us your opinion.
But if you saw a good marriage and was like, nah, I can't do that still. There's some people that will see a good marriage and be like,
that ain't for me.
That's corny.
That's corny. That's true. That's true. Like, man, I want to be out here and living single. So, again, jump in those comments.
Check it out.
Okay, we're not going to redo it. Okay, because I almost got there with you. Okay, so just drop it in the comments, you guys. Let us know. You've been here this long. You watched this. You done laugh with us. So what you need to do? Subscribe.
Start a conversation too.
Yeah, start the conversation. Jump into it. Share it. Share this with other people and have your own conversation. It don't always have to be with us, but share it with other people and have your own conversation. But definitely subscribe before you do that. Yes. Hit that notification bell. Select all so that you get all the content. Okay. Follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. That's LOVE, capital L, capital E, capital E,
yes,
for loveLEE, and then conversations with an S. So loveLEE Conversations is how you can find us. Of course, it's also in the description box with the song of the week, so that you can find us everywhere, because when we're not here on Wednesdays, we're all over social media, and you can check out and see what we're doing and get into our lovely tips, our questions of the day, giveaways, other vibes we share, and just be able to have those conversations with us. So thank you for being a part of this. Hopefully, you picked up something we was putting down. And with that being said, we're going to see you next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Bye.
Peace.